is The Daily Report. I'm yours truly, Stanley Nyeringita. Even before we get into our conversation tonight, which I reminded you matters the plight of laborers in the country. As you can see on the bottom of your screen, breaking news, we have received reports of the death of Charles Ong'ondo. Now, Charles Ong'ondo is the former, the current Member of Parliament for Kasipul from Homa Bay County, where he has served this particular seat all the way from August in 2022. Reports indicate that Were was shot dead by gunmen on a motorcycle at the city mortuary roundabout along the Ngong Road. Now, ladies and gentlemen, 2 months ago, Charles had condemned the increased cases of violence in this particular constituency, saying that his life is in danger. And I'm told that our senior political affairs reporter, Apollo Kamau, is on standby. Apollo Kamau, good evening to you. Kindly tell us what is happening right now. Family, friends, have they arrived at this particular scene? What is the cause of, what transpired really?
Well, Nyaringeta, in the wake of the tragic incident this evening when Charles Ong'ondo was shot by a gunman on a motorcycle, his body has been brought here at Lee Funeral Home. Security is very tight here, outside and inside. In fact, when you go inside, because I was there, the number of police officers are very many. And then you have a number of members of parliament who are also here, who have come here to witness for themselves if it's indeed true the member of parliament has been shot dead and brought here. So they are also here just to try and exchange words and share words, trying to piece together what has happened and also trying to reflect on what was the cause of this tragic incident. Just on the entry to the morgue, there is the Toyota Crown, which was KDM 783A, which is parked at the entrance because it's the one which brought him here. The driver, we understand, is okay. But if you look at the vehicle itself, especially on the passenger side, he was the glasses have been brought down because of the hail of bullets. We are told by some here that there were about 6 bullets which were shot, and that meant the MP who was seated on the passenger side is no more, and he was shot on the neck. According to those who are viewing the body inside, it has injuries on the neck because there was this this intense gunshots directed at him, showing this is someone who was very keen to do the job and finish him off. So people, members of parliament, have also spotted Sergeant at Arms of the National Assembly. They are also there. And then we also have a host of MCAs, a host of his aides. And as you can see here, people are still streaming in. Most of his supporters are also here trying to gain access to see whether they can view the body of their member of parliament. But security here is tight, and the security officers here at Nairobi Hospital are not letting his supporters to go in. So most of them are just waiting. People are just speaking in harsh tones, trying to come into terms with what has happened here. But as we speak, members of parliament at this point in time are coming in their numbers. Some of them are just learning or getting information about the shooting of their fellow colleague. And therefore they are streaming in their numbers here at Nairobi Hospital. It's an incident which has shocked many people. If you speak to his aides, who are saying this caught them by surprise. They were not expecting this. And most of the people here are asking the question, what was the motive? Given these are people who trailed him from Parliament, I'm told, up to the city mortuary roundabout where the shooting occurred. So it's someone who was sent to do the job, and he did it. But it's a very graphic scene looking at what has just happened. For those who are coming out after viewing the body, we had Nairobi woman representative Esther Passaris. We also had Dagoretti North member of parliament inside there after viewing the body, and when they go in and come out, there are no words. They just come and stare, go around the vehicle, you know, trying to understand this tragic incident on Labor Day Eve, on this final month of April, ahead of Labor Day celebrations tomorrow. And just to reflect on the man himself, I did interview him when I was covering the African Union Commission race between Odinga and the fellow AUC candidates, and I did interview him. He came with his fellow members of parliament, and the way he spoke, he's a man who is soft-spoken, he's not loudy, and that's the kind of perception I have about him. A very soft man, a very calm man, but the tragic event that has happened this evening at the city mortuary roundabout has sadly taken his life away, Nyaringita.
Apollo, you have definitely told us that you have seen quite a number of members of parliament at that particular place. Any close relatives, before I let you go? Any close relatives or family members?
There are so many people who are coming in Nyaringita, so you cannot be able to identify unless you're able to, to know them by face, by name. What I can tell you, there are so many people inside, there are so many security officers inside, but what I have picked is members of parliament, sergeant-at-arms, and also a couple of members of the county assembly. I've also been able to spot Robert Alai, who was also there. Remember, he is among the first people who went public with the news of the shooting. So at the moment, people are just going up and down. Some are coming in, some are leaving, but it's a very sad moment here at Nairobi Hospital in the wake of the tragic incident this evening.
Right, thank you very much, Apollo Kumau, for that. And Apollo Kumau, I know you'll definitely be sticking around at that particular place in the wee hours of the night. As you've said, a number of members of parliament streaming in at Nairobi Hospital. Sergeant-at-arms, as you have said. I'm just taking a look at Speaker of the National Assembly, Moses Wetangula. He hasn't really on his socials updated, but then we expect him as well to be at that particular place, among other leaders as well. It is Charles Ong'ondo, the Member of Parliament for Kasipul, as Apollo Kamau just tells us, about 6 bullets shot dead by a gunman at City Mortuary roundabout at Ngong Road, and will be following up on this. Thank you very much, Apollo Kamau. And